Hello students, we have completed the best Christmas present in the world. Let's continue with the Unit 1 poem The Ant and the Cricket, which is adapted from Aesop's Fables. A fable is a story, often with animals as characters, that conveys a moral. This poem about an ant and a cricket contains an idea of far reaching significance, which is as true of a four legged cricket as of a two legged one. Surely you have seen a cricket that has two legs. This poem revolves around an ant and a cricket. It contains an idea which is highly significant. Let us read and find out the theme of the poem. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that, at home, his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Once there was a silly cricket who was fond of singing all through summers and spring seasons. As soon as the winter season approached, he started complaining about his almirah, which is empty or had no food stored in it. Not a scum to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flower he could see, not a leaf on the tree. "Oh, what will become," says the cricket, "of me?" The cricket felt pathetic to see the winter approaching, and he did not have any hope to get a crumb of food to eat. He could see no flowers or leaves on the tree. The cricket was thinking what would happen to him. At last, by starving and famine made bold, all dripping wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant to see if, to keep him alive, he would grant. The cricket was starving due to famine and hunger and did not have any resources to sustain himself during the cold months of winter. The winter had taken a toll of his health. He did not have any shelter and food. He decided to meet an ant with the hope that the ant would help him with something that would save his life. Him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. The cricket reached out the ant to seek his help for shelter. The rains had made it difficult for the cricket to save himself from the cold. He wanted some grain or food to save himself from hunger and starvation. He promised that he would repay it as soon as the harsh season was over. If he was not helped, he would die soon. Says the ant to the cricket, "I am your servant and friend. But we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm?" Quoth the cricket, "Not I." The ant felt sorry for the cricket for his inability to help him, but the ant told that the ants did not borrow or lend anything. Therefore, the ants were self-sufficient and did not go begging. The ant asked him if he had not saved anything for the winter. The cricket had no reply as he had saved nothing. This made the ant quite shocked and surprised. "My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say." "Go then," says the ant, "and dance the winter away." The cricket told the ant that he was not happy during the happy months of summer, that he only sang and danced the whole day long. He found the nature so fascinating that he could not think about the approaching harsh months of winter. The ant advised him to go dance all through the winter, as there was no point crying over spilt milk. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket, and out the door turned the poor little cricket. Folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. The ant got annoyed with the cricket and asked him to go, as in his opinion, those who did not wish to help themselves could not be saved by others. In the last stanza, the poet gives a message to all of us. The story is true for the 4-legged cricket and is also true for 2-legged humans. So, the moral of this poem is think about future, otherwise you will suffer. Also, you should do your work on time and don't delay it, otherwise things will get messy.